I'm here to share some honest talk about something very important. Just a real quick question for y'all first. How many of you have seen the show Extreme Weight Loss with Chris Powell? He's been working with the most amazing population of courageous individuals. I'm talking about super obese individuals who are looking to change their lives forever. And when I say super obese, usually individuals that are more than 200, 300 pounds overweight. So they might be 400, 500, 600 pounds. And everybody always wants to know the secret of how these individuals will lose half of their body weight. They'll lose 200, 250, sometimes 300 pounds. Well, here's a quick backstory on me for context. I'm 47, a father of 2 teenage girls, and an entrepreneur. I found myself sacrificing my health to reach my business goals. 3 years ago, I landed in the emergency room with heart failure and lung failure, and I weighed an amazing 540 pounds. At that difficult turning point, I made a simple but powerful decision. Since then, I've cut my weight in half, 540 pounds to 270 pounds. I've reduced my medications from 14 to 1. I was literally so fat I was unable to walk. Now I average 8 miles a day on foot. I'm now sharing my journey and helping others who need to make major changes in their life. As I share my story, people ask me, "What's your secret?" What's my secret? Did I go to meetings? Did I use an app? Did I get a coach? Did I work out like crazy? Did I eat an extreme diet? How did I train? What do I do for cardio? I'm here to tell you right now, the secret has nothing to do with diet and nothing to do with exercise. So whenever I talk to people about the reason and the magic and the secret behind my weight loss, they're like, okay, well, here we go. We're going to talk about diet and exercise. Well, I'm not going to talk about diet and exercise at all. So I hate to disappoint, but I'm going to give you something that's much more valuable. And this is actually a bit of advice that I got from someone who ultimately changed the course of my entire life. And it was such a powerful lesson that I learned. I took it and I moved forward with it. And it's really interesting. It's really profound. It all requires a paradigm shift, though. And it's not just about losing weight. You can apply it to absolutely anything. You can apply it to finances, your career, your relationships, and you can apply it to absolutely anything. And you'll see exactly where I'm going with this in a minute. This advice came in the form of a strange and awkward question from a trusted friend. As I was recovering from my near-death experience and learning to walk again, someone who cared about me asked me, "How do you feel about yourself?" How do I feel about myself? How do I feel about myself? Now, I've always identified as a successful, confident, and proud man, but the answers that flooded my mind were very uncomfortable. I hate what I've done to myself. I'm a disappointment to people that love me. Look at me. I'm a failure. I don't know how to get out of this. I'm stuck. These thoughts and self-talk made me extremely upset. I went to the mirror and I looked myself deep in the eyes. I knew in my heart why I was here in this situation. I had no integrity and I screwed up my life. Then I thought, whoa, hold on. It's not that I have no integrity with other people. Of course I do. You know, if I tell someone I'm going to do something, then damn it, I do it. I shake someone's hand and I give them my word. I'm going to do it. I want to ask you something real quick. How many of you try to set out on a journey to make a change in your life? How many of you tried to diet, right? How many of you have failed? This is all going to come back to integrity. Now, how many of you have failed multiple times? Sure, of course. Guess what? Join the club. You and 90% of America and the world. Show of hands. How many of you said the diet starts Monday? How about New Year's Eve day? Next year is my year. All right. How about 2020? Was that your year? 2021? 2022? What are you going to do with 2023? We can keep going. Who did you give your word to when you made these commitments? The most important person in the world. You have integrity with everybody else, except you have no integrity with the most important person in the world. The single person that has all of the control over your life, your health, and your well-being. That's you. We're so busy honoring our word to everybody else, except we don't honor it to ourselves. The moment that changes is the moment that your body and your life changes forever. So where do we go wrong? Let's talk New Year's resolutions. I think it's a perfect time, especially because here we are mid-December. Typical resolutions. Tell me if this sounds familiar. All right. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to set the alarm an hour early, 45 minutes of cardio, drink a gallon of water, 5 small meals. I got my measuring cups ready. Here we go. You know, it's commitment after commitment after commitment after commitment. Stop. Please stop. Because you're doing something insanely dangerous. You're making not just one commitment, you're making 20 commitments. What are the chances of you actually keeping all of those commitments? Slim to none. I'm going to give you statistics here. Very, very valuable statistics. The human brain can only handle so much load at a time. You can take on one small commitment, one small doable commitment with an 85 to 90% chance of success. Fantastic. The moment you take on 2, that number drops to 33%. The moment you take on 3, that number drops below 15%. You see where we're going wrong here? Now here's where this all comes together. Remember, I was talking about how you feel about yourself? I need to define integrity here. Integrity is doing what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it. Please never forget that. You do what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it. And I'm talking about integrity with yourself. Your integrity and your dignity are intertwined. What's your dignity? That's the way you feel about yourself. That's your confidence. That's your self-love. And when all is said and done, that is what it's all about. If there's a gift that I can give all of you for the rest of your lives, I want you to have dignity. I don't give a crap about what a scale says. I want you all to genuinely feel love and pride and confidence from yourself for the rest of your life. I can't think of a greater gift, and I am eternally grateful that it was given to me. So, your integrity, doing what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it, and your dignity, the ability to love yourself, they are intertwined. When you made a commitment and you failed at that commitment, your dignity took a hit. Then here we go again. It starts again Monday. Here we go. Diet starts Monday. Workout starts Monday. Something really dangerous happens here. Usually the first few times we make that commitment, we'll say it in front of our family or our friends or our coworkers. Okay, everybody, diet starts Monday. Wednesday comes around and you're crushing pepperoni pizza in the break room. And then all of a sudden, boom, your commitment takes a hit. And then you go, oh my goodness, they just saw my weakness. I failed. I can't be vulnerable in front of them. And they see you withdraw. And then instead of actually announcing your commitments, you start making silent commitments. Okay, here we go. It's going to happen this time. It's going to start Monday. Okay. Integrity doesn't know whether you announce it to the world or whether you whisper it to yourself or just think it in your head. Integrity is integrity is integrity. And your dignity is attached to it every single time. So when I make a commitment, I know that I'm gambling with the most precious thing in the world, the most valuable thing ever. I am gambling with my love for myself, my confidence, my well-being. I'm going to give you guys an example. This is what it's all about. When people truly look at the long journey of transformation, they think it's overwhelming. I can relate. I've been there. Let me tell you, my experience has taught me that it's simple, not easy, but simple. You're going to start with one commitment. And when you can keep that commitment for a week, come back to yourself if you're ready for the second commitment. That's how I started, one at a time. And what happened is that I found myself here. After cutting my weight in half in 2 years, I satisfied one commitment at a time and got back to completely loving myself. Because when I'm on the scale, I know I've lost 270 pounds. But guess what? I don't give a shit about the fact that I lost 270 pounds. I'm standing there like this. My chest is out. My shoulders are back. My chin is high. I got a smile on my face. It has nothing to do with weight. It has everything to do with me loving myself. And that's what it's all about. That's my one single commitment. Make sense? I hope so. How do you feel about yourself? Love yourself. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new. Bah!